This is a follow-up. One of my first uses for AI was building a template or a setup for starting a running club at my kid's school. It was a message to the principal and all the steps that I would need to do to pull this off. And I sent an email to the principal and I heard back. We had a quick dialogue and she's ready to have a meeting. In this video, I'm going to use AI to prepare for that meeting and get everything I would need that she would want, and hopefully a little bit more than she was bargaining for, in very little amount of time. So I'm not giving myself much time here. The conversation is well underway. To this point, I've spent less than 30 minutes imagining this experience for my kids and their school, and things are moving along quickly. So for this video, I've got the timer set, and we're going to be rolling with the next couple steps that move us along toward bringing a running club to life at my kid's school using AI. Now here you can see this is the kind of the principal's response, my reply, and then she responded again. It seems like she's looking for a plan. So based on her email, and let me actually just do this. So I've used this before. This is not a particularly large chunk of text, but this is one use case for AI is, let's say somebody gives you a big wall of text, right? A couple paragraphs and it's just like, well, my eyes are crossing because it's so complicated. I've just, come in and said, hey, yeah, summarize this for me, right? And paste in what I want and it gives me back a bulleted list. There's actually an interesting observation from the founder of OpenAI, Sam Altman. He said that they've already been observing this behavior where people will look for ChatGPT to create an email, and so they'll say, write an email using these 3 bullet points, and then they'll send it. They'll send what comes next, and then the person who receives it will say, summarize this email and in bullet points, and they get back bullet points, right? And so what's funny about that is you have 2 humans who kind of want to just communicate with bullet points and get the gist of what's being said, but there's all of this like professional theater that happens in the middle. So that's very interesting. So I want to build a plan for the running club and other important details. And so you see this bolded list, right? I would expect if it was a longer block of text to see more things, and I don't have to like restate it. I'm just referencing that thing and giving me more. Ooh, I love it. And I didn't ask for it in this format, but it's giving it to me in the format of my response email, which is super cool. One of the other things she mentioned was this could be set up a flyer for fall distribution. So while this is working, what I'm going to say is, okay, so I'm going to ask it to start kind of drafting the outline for the flyer. It's giving, probably a headline. It's probably going to call out the image and what it should look like, maybe the body copy. I don't really want to create the flyer because again, it's a side project. Cool. So this is doing a great job here. It's pretty much like writing a scope of work. So this could be given hopefully to somebody else. And then now I want to see what are my options. So freelance designers, great. And this is also a really great suggestion to get students, maybe like design students at the school to do it. We could even have like a design competition for that flyer. But most of this will be over the summer, so that's probably not going to work. We're going to see if we can extend this in a different direction. So I have what I need to respond to the teacher. I also have kind of the next steps for designing the flyer, which is great. And then I'm going to now extend this and to see if we can do some research on the line. So if I come over here to web browsing, pull a list of the top 3 designers on Fiverr and the top 3 on Upwork. And then I'm actually going to give it the scope of work. So I'm going to come over to this other chat. This is like kind of a weird thing of, you would think that you could just like turn on the browsing of the internet and then it could start in here. But they've siloed that. This takes time. So I've been in consulting for over 10 years, and creating these statements of work that designers and developers and people are going to work off of is nuanced and involves a level of skill and expertise. And so there's probably some cleaning up to do here, but these requirements make it a lot easier for the person on the other end to hit the target, especially if my goal is to not spend a lot of money. A great rule of thumb in the consulting and services world is fast, cheap, or good. Pick 2. And so if you're going to pick cheap and fast, which is what I would want for my kids' elementary running club, then I want to make sure I give a lot of clear direction. Promising designers on Fiverr who complete this flyer. All right, so I'm just gonna ask it because I didn't ask it for links, and it probably should have. Wow, it seems like they've restricted some capacity to provide direct links. We'll see about that. Maybe they're worried about people on the internet data scraping and all things. There we go. Okay. Her portfolio. Oh, I can just hack the username here, or hack the URL to the username. Okay, that's probably not the look I'm going for. Fiverr crazy guy. Boom. Hey, yo, this isn't bad. I think something here could be fine. But there you have it. This is taking ChatGPT and unlocking its internet access to get a list of vetted designers, making progress with the running club. We'll see where things go.